James, I can't believe we're finally here on our wedding day. It doesn't feel like 2 minutes since I asked you to help me with my maths homework when we were 16. It is incredible to look back at all that we have seen and achieved together since then. I am so unbelievably proud of the man that you have grown up to be. You have such a pure heart. You are so gentle, kind and thoughtful, not only to me but to everybody who knows you. I barely need to mention your passion for cooking, but you know that it's one of my favourite things about you. I promise that I will never take your love or your cooking for granted. I also promise that I will never stop dancing with you in the kitchen. There aren't enough words to describe the unconditional way that I love you. There is nothing that I wouldn't do for you, and I feel so fortunate because I know that you feel the exact same way.
Maddy, I can't wait to spend forever with you, and I'll never take any second for granted. I promise to always love and support you and be your biggest fan. I can't think of anyone else that I'd want to cook for the rest of my life. I hope that outweighs me never putting the washing away. We've already had so many adventures and we're only going to create and experience more. I'm so looking forward to our future. Today is only the start of the rest of our lives.
I think you should wear it. It's perfect. It's like it's made for it.
I want to thank you for being the biggest supporter of me in every single aspect of my life. I would never be half of the person that I am today without you. I am so thankful that we have not only been through the best moments of our lives together, but also the most challenging. I know that we can face whatever stormy weather may come our way because we will always have each other to come home to. You are my constant reminder that however grey the skies may seem, there is also always a gorgeous sunny sky not far beyond the clouds. I am so excited to spend the rest of our lives loving one another. Travelling, raising 100 dogs, and maybe even a baby or two if we're lucky enough. Our lives have been a wonderful adventure together so far, and I can't wait for the adventure of the rest of our lives to begin. I promise that I will love you with my whole entire heart for all of eternity. My best friend, my soulmate, my husband.
Maddy was destined for greatness when, at the age of 5, she was chosen to be Mary in the Nativity play. Head girl at St. Peter's and St. Bede's, going on to do medicine, but, you know, it's not just that. You're so strong, Maddy. You're determined, you're resilient, you're tough, and I really admire that about you. But the thing I'm most proud about, Maddy, is the way you are with people. You treat everybody the same. You can be with anybody and you just make them feel good. James, I'm absolutely delighted that you're here today, newly married to our daughter, Maddy. And I'll tell you why. I know how much you love her. And I know how much she loves you. And we're delighted to get to this day at last.
Despite being James's best man, I've actually known Maddy for longer. We go so far back that when I heard about their engagement, I was waiting for my call to be bridesmaid. As we know, Maddy is a doctor. Not only that, but she works in paediatrics, literally saving the lives of children on a daily basis within the NHS. So if we could all take a moment to appreciate that. And James counts money. James has had many nicknames since I've known him. In college, when I met him, I found out he got called Science due to his ability to answer many of our friend group questions. Later in life, after moving to Lytham, he would sometimes be known as Jankles due to his weak ankles and the fact he's called James. James is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. In all the years I've known him, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say a bad word about him, nor has he said anything about anyone else. And the angriest I've ever seen him is at the driving range when I tried to get him into golf. He's a great guy, and I'm honoured to be his best man.
So for those that don't know, Maddy and I met when we were 16 at a house party when we just started college. I remember sitting on a sofa thinking how I could come up with an excuse to go and speak to this cool looking, beautiful indie girl. But luckily for me, Maddy made the first move. She came over, stole my wallet, and wouldn't give it me back. Imagine telling those two 16-year-olds whose first date was at Subway while she copied my maths homework. What a perfect journey they're about to embark on that would lead to getting here today. I'm not sure we could ever have imagined. But it was all made so easy by you. You are the finest, loveliest, tenderest, and most beautiful person that I've ever known. And even that is an understatement. One of the times I was sure that I wanted to be your husband one day was during the pandemic. Maddy spent 8 months caring for patients on a COVID ward, and whilst you were going through some of the most difficult and traumatic days, you still managed to bring your happy and beautiful self home every day. How someone can be so kind and considerate in such difficult circumstances, I knew that was the person that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. I promise I will love, care and protect you for the rest of the time.